Dials up again.
We missed y'all last week, but we're back. MoneyPot podcast. The boys are back, man. I got my guy Steve-O. I got my guy B Diddy, man. MoneyPot podcast. You on? You with us? Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow. Let's have a hell of a show, man.
That's my baby. I'm dying. That's my baby.
We're going at it at 110%.
I just want 5 minutes of happiness, please. Just give me 5 minutes.
And they scored. They did it.
Left, feet left.
What the hell was that? Oh, yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And we are live. MoneyPot podcast back for another episode, man. I am your host, Moss Money. And of course, I got my guys with me. I got my guy, my right-hand man, Steve-O. What's up, boy?
Oh, man, good to be back, man. Another day feeling blessed, you hear me?
Yeah, I hear that. And of course, I got the guru up there, man. The one who be giving us the locks, the one to be on that heater. B Diddy. What's up, bro?
What up, baby? What up, family? You know what I mean? Just another day. Try and get another dollar. That's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
So,
a million.
we usually get into the best bet of the week, the best bet of the day. But you know what? We've been hitting them so hard. If y'all don't know, then you're going on right now. We got the membership packages out. So go ahead and go to ATD Radio, hit up the subscribe, hit that little membership packages. It's only $9.99. When the last time you seen something that was only $9.99, right? I can't even think of anything that's $9.99 right now. So go hit it up. You're getting the plays on the weekend. You're getting discounted merch from A2D Radio. You're getting discounted merch from MoneyPot. You're getting Fan Friday, which is today. I think some of y'all even got on there today, where y'all could jump on live with the show with the guys. And you're getting free shout outs. All your shout outs are going right to the top. You have a little like emblem, membership emblem. I've seen them already on Wednesdays. So you have that little emblem to show that you're a member. You say something on the show, we're going to put you right up, right in front of the line, just like you got one of them special cards or something to get in front of the roller coaster line.
Little VIP pass.
Yeah, a little bit.
The hopper. That's what they call it at the amusement park.
Yes, a little VIP, like my man said. So we're going to talk about bets. We're going to talk about plays, but we're going to more talk about some of the leans that we have and some of the games that we like. Obviously, there's games going on right now. We can do some live reactions too right now today. I do see Dallas is up, which is Luka is just taking over, man. What's the stat?
and I actually like Dallas +4. I like Dallas +4 and Luka to score over 30. I mean, it's like he's been scoring over 30 all series.
Timmy been balling that series. Hardaway?
Oh yeah. It's big numbers.
Big. Like he's big. Where's Porzingis? Porzingis has been just like quiet.
Yeah. He had a big bucket last game though.
Yeah, I was gonna say he came in a couple times, yeah. And he hit one from damn near the logo to one game. So he's not putting up as much points as I think he should, or we think that he should. But I think his presence sometimes is better than what his stat line is giving him right now.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I mean, you got to respect him because he's helping spread out the floor. He's that stretch that allows Luka the ability to attack the basket. Tim Hardaway or even Jalen Brunson, like he eats at the basket. So with Porzingis out there, he still stretches the floor. So I mean, it doesn't show everything. Don't show up in the stat line, but I mean his presence is felt.
I think the big adjustment ultimately was starting Boban. Is it Boban? I think that was a big adjustment by the coach. You start seeing him kind of get that big feel and inside presence, and Luka just being Luka. And then you're just having your supporting cast knocking down jumpers and shots as they should. Like I said, I need Dallas to win this game tonight. I don't want this to go back to LA. I got Dallas in the series, so I got money on it, and I paid a good amount of juice. So I don't want to lose this one.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
definitely.
fix this lighting real quick.
Don't worry, man. You gonna win that. You gonna win.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yes,
you
sir.
good.
Appreciate it.
I think you're good on this one too.
Be
So
right back.
we usually talk about some tips and stuff for live betting, but you know what? What we're gonna do? We're gonna go right to your boy Steve. We're gonna go right to Ben, right? And we're gonna hit y'all with the poll question. And here's the poll question: Can a Simmons led Sixers beat the Atlanta Hawks? Agree or disagree, Steve? I'll let you go first because that's your guy. Go ahead.
I think they can.
What's the question?
And can the Ben Simmons led
Go ahead, Steve. Tell him.
Sixers beat the Hawks? And I want to say yeah, and I don't think it's just all on him. To be honest, I mean a lot of times we forget that Tobias Harris is what $180 million man as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we not going to sit and just put they both have to step up if Embiid's not playing. They're both paid to step up. However, I mean, with the Hawks, I believe that the Sixers can definitely beat the Hawks as long as they take full advantage of the mismatches that they can have. Because to be honest, if I'm Doc Rivers, the same thing they did the other day with Nato. Whenever Nato was on the floor, they ran a pick from his guy. Whoever, like Seth Curry came, set the pick, and switched it off with Tobias Harris. Now you got a mismatch on Nato and Harris, and that's going to be what they need to do with Trae Young. He can't stick Tobias Harris or Ben Simmons. So what's going to happen is if you get Ben Simmons on the switch, put his back to the basket, and either he might pass it out if they come double. Definitely.
It ain't if he gonna pass it out.
No, it's times, but then again, it's times that they don't catch him when he got position. So it's all. I didn't see him look him off 3-4 times a game. So I mean, it's just how aggressive they're gonna play. I believe they can beat the Hawks if Embiid isn't playing. I definitely believe they can beat the Hawks. They just got to minimize because they play great defense.
Yeah,
On the defensive end, they play great defense. They gotta minimize the amount of threes that they put up. But Capella as well can be a problem. He might really be the X factor. I don't even think it's Trae Young. They're gonna have to really like contain Capella. But do I think they could be? Definitely. Yeah.
B Diddy, same question. Can a Simmons-led Sixers beat the Hawks? Agree or disagree?
So ultimately, I think it's a matchup issue for Atlanta Hawks, right? I think defensively we're an elite basketball team defensively. So I think the Hawks, and it's a matchup issues, right? We have a lot of length and size over there to contend some of those 3-point jump shots that they're going to be shooting here. I think we can as long as we can defend the perimeter of the 3 line, I think we'll be okay. I think Capella, he's a presence, but he's more of a defensive presence, I think, ultimately than he is.
No, he's a walking double.
I'm not doubting that he's not going to give you,
especially with no Embiid out
10 and 10,
right?
But he ain't giving you. He's not
giving
you 30 and 10.
10 and 20. He's gonna give you
10
and 20.
I don't know about 20. I can look at his numbers, and it's gonna be Clint Capella over under 15 and a half. That's what's gonna be.
His rebounding is kind of crazy. No, you're probably right. It probably be over.
I said,
my bad. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. I'm saying as far as offensively, I'm not worried about him offensively too much because I think he's in that 15 to 16, and a great game will be 21, 22. So I know he's a defensive presence in the paint, but at the end of the day, I think we're okay. I think it's a matchup issue for Atlanta. Now, I did get an inside scoop today.
Uh-oh.
And the words were, and I quote, "Don't be surprised if Embiid shows up." So,
I think he's going to play game 1.
Yeah. So this is the inside scoop that Embiid will be on the floor. Game 1.
Game 1. Yeah, I agree.
And so I think the Sixers take this in 6 or 7, but I'm hoping 6.
So I'm looking at that line right now. That line right now is total 220.5 is the total, and the Sixers are favored by -2.5. That
Yeah.
to,
I
to
like
me,
that because that's them being favorite -2.5 without them knowing if Embiid is playing.
he's gonna play. Right,
So that
exactly.
line once he played, the line is definitely going to shift, and that was the trick yesterday with that Lakers game. And a lot of people kind of like if you would
Oh,
have caught it early,
yeah.
if you would have caught it early, it was
It was -2. Like,
5. No, it was 5 at first. But once
I saw the money.
I mean it was favored for the Suns, but then once they said what's his name? Ant Davis was going to play, it switched to -2 for Lakers.
That's crazy.
I I jumped right on that, and I was and good that you mentioned. Not only did I jump on that, but I was looking real close at Anthony Davis, and his props was up. I didn't think they were going to put his player props up. He had player props that were available, and I jumped on that.
Hit everything under, man, people.
Yeah, everything under. I had his rebounds under. I hit his points under live twice. So I had him. So it was over and under 19.5 points. I hit it at 19.5 points, and then I hit it at 17.5 because he done ran up the court. I already saw him holding his groin. I said, "Oh, he's not going to last the game."
Yeah. No,
so I kind of made out on that, and that's the key about having live games. You can kind of see what's going on. But
right.
And
yeah,
then,
man.
and then what about the LeBron trolls, right? Just trying to really kill, like it's career, like his legacy is over. With the comparison with the Jordan and the Kobe.
It's funny because you can't even compare them because at the same time they all of them lost in the first round before. I mean,
all of them. This is LeBron's first time losing in the first round.
Yeah,
and 15 tries.
And the thing about it is, and he wasn't healthy at all. Like you got to think about it. And that's what I try to tell people.
He looked pretty healthy.
If you kind of look at it, if you look at it, the Lakers pretty much played a full year straight. They had that 1 month off, and then they right back to it. So they started back up, like training camp and everything. What in like June last year? It restarted in June, I believe, the bubble. But they played from June to pretty much June this year, and with a month off. So you know that it's going to be wear and tear. Like them dudes ain't really get the rest. I mean, when they was hurt, you rest them, but how much you really resting because you rehabbing as well. I mean, but it's cool. Like I mean, I don't feel no type of way about it. You know, people try to troll it.
I
it's like how can I'm like, bro, the dude is in his 18th year. Like y'all got to be kidding me.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You got to be kidding me. But it's crazy because that shows you that his greatness is expected to just be forever, and like you expect that greatness to just never decline. And I mean, even if you hurt, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I think we are starting. No, kind of. I wouldn't say we're starting to see the decline, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, ain't no real decline. Now, when he healthy, it ain't no decline. He balling. But I mean, when them high ankle sprains ain't no joke. People think that that's a real, like, it's not a bad injury. A lot of times they worse than a break.
Yeah, they are. You're right.
Yeah,
they're worse than a break. I mean, I do feel what Nate was saying, and maybe because he was a little bit hobbled with but you can just tell. And mind you, let's go back to the tapes, baby. How about them Suns? Can we go back to them tapes when I said the Suns and y'all saying, shoot, Lakers going blah, blah, blah. I said not this Lakers team.
I think that's not cut off.
Oh, but you must have saw the tape because I was on that.
Yeah, he been trying to get us to talk about
it. Yeah, talk about it right now. Let's all
smile that he made a good call.
I don't know. But I know I felt like if they was healthy, 100% healthy,
that's what I said.
Suns off the floor. If not, then it was going to be serious. Like you can't. I mean, AD makes the game so much easier for a lot of them, and LeBron because again he stretches the floor. Now, when you got Drummond and on the floor, you know that he's not shooting no three, so that driving lane is now not a driving lane because you got people in the paint that's taking up space. So now you got to kind of figure it out, and it showed you that some of them dudes, man, them dudes is fucking bums. Kuzma, I used to like Kuzma. Man, Kuzma's a mob.
Yeah.
Dennis Schroeder,
you know what I tell you more about Kuzma? I think his confidence kind of got shot over the past few years because he got so far deep on that bench. I just think he just hasn't been right since.
Fuck
hold on, y'all. Let me bring y'all back, man. Because we just rambling.
The Lake Show.
right? We get too much into the lake show, right?
They going fishing. They going fishing.
So let me bring y'all back, man, and let me get into my shit. Ken Simmons lead the Sixers. Simmons led Sixers beat the Hawks. And just because y'all agree, I'm just gonna have to go against y'all. I just completely disagree. You need Embiid to get over this hump, right? I definitely like Simmons at the 5 because then you don't really worry about his offensive prowess, right? Even though he doesn't really have too much, he scores in kind of weird ways, like we've always talked about. Putbacks, running dunks. He's shown now, and it gets Washington, but he's shown against Washington. That running kind of fadeaway jump shot, that little hook that he has that's kind of awkward. I put out there that he needed to show up, right? Got flack for it. Oh, this didn't age well and this and that. But guess what? He showed up. I'm not a Sixers hater. I guess you could call me a Ben Simmons hater. I've been hating on Ben Simmons since day one. But he showed up. But he showed up against Washington, right? We're talking about the Washington Wizards.
That sounds like the hater.
That's who's in front of him.
That sounds like the hater part.
Yeah, that's the hater part.
I mean, that's who's in front of him.
Part,
you
sure.
only play who in front of you.
Yeah. No, and
we're not talking about in Washington.
I don't disagree. He showed up. He showed up when they needed him, and so did a lot of other people, right? Curry had a huge game.
Right. Nobody talking about the 28 points he done
dropped. Yeah. Nobody talks about the 28. But I mean, Simmons had a triple double when they needed it, right? So I don't think they can beat the Hawks if Embiid doesn't play. I just don't think they have enough scoring because I think the Hawks are long enough to. They're not the greatest defensive team, but they're very well coached.
Not at all. They're well coached.
They're very well coached, and I think they have the length to actually contend with us, right? Because how much can Harris keep this up? Harris he had a great series against Washington, right?
Yeah, he had a good series.
Can Harris?
But he has to keep it up because he's paid to keep it up. So he
is paid for sure.
This is what a lot of people do. They minimize how he's paid. Like, oh well, he can take games off, or he don't have to. No, he has to show up because this is what you got.
Oh, then Steve, should this question be can a Tobias Harris?
It should be both. To be honest, I think it should be Simmons and Harris. Like, because they're the stars of the team right now without Ben Simmons. Without Embiid.
Without Embiid, yeah. And Embiid plays. I like that line at 2.5 at home. You're going against the second best home team in the league.
I love it at that.
Yeah, let me see. I wonder what their record is without Embiid. I think it was pretty good without Embiid.
It was.
It was better than what people would expect.
So is the line telling you Sixers right now?
The line is telling me Atlanta.
Yeah.
The line,
even the series line.
The series line is definitely saying Atlanta because the series line is under 2.
It's not even 2.
Yeah, it's mine.
It's the number 1 seed versus the 7 seed.
I think.
That's the 4 seed.
No, it was like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, 4th or 5th. So you're right. So the line, I looked at that early before we got on the show. I think the line was Atlanta for the series was plus 156, and the Sixers was minus 188. But I think the first
5th because they was 5th. They the 5th seed because New York was 4.
Right, you're right. But the game is telling me. So the way you guys read the line is that okay? So you look at the line and you take all the factors, and this is how we can roll into live how you bet NBA. So this is one of the things you look at. So you have the second best home team in the NBA, not just the Eastern Conference, in the NBA, and they're only favored by a basket. It's really what we're coming down to. They're favored by a basket, and that's basically because of Embiid. So when you look at that line, you immediately say "Yo, Atlanta's got a shot here," but I don't think so. I think it's the Vegas okie doke. I game 1, round 2, the crowd is going to be full. It's going to be a full crowd, and you're at home, and they've only lost less than 10 games at home.
Yeah, I just locked it in. Give me Sixers money line game 1.
Yeah, I like the Sixers there. Yeah. I like the Sixers at game 1 to win by a bucket, right?
And then the energy, like you said, is going to be a full crowd. The energy is just going to be crazy.
Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of energy from the crowd. So,
And I think the key too is
And
that
our defense, and you go right behind me, B Diddy. Like we're solid defensively. We're more than solid defensively, right? I understand that Atlanta has a lot of shooters, and I think this Atlanta team is underrated, but we're not even being looked at of how good defensively we are.
and the plan defensively should be. I mean, if we could let Gallinari and Bogdanovic beat us, like, but we gonna keep Trey to it, try to minimize as many shots as he take. Let him take them deep 3-pointers. I live with that, but
yeah.
we're not gonna let him get no easy buckets or no easy looks. Make Hunter, make all of them beat us, but we're not gonna allow Trey Young. I mean, Capella gonna get his at times, but we just not gonna allow Trey Young to go off like he was going off against the Knicks.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's two key things that are just probably like hitting key gems with this is that one, the Sixers, they're not, they're kind of still got that momentum, right? They didn't play not too long ago, right? It's like this game is only 4 days since the last time they played. So I think that's a key, right? I think that's good because they're going to still catch that same momentum, staying at home crowd. You don't have to worry about them getting cold from shooting and X, Y, and Z. So I think that's going to be key. And also, I think Atlanta, although they pretty much controlled that series, it was a lot going on in that series, a lot of physicality in that series. So, I'm not sure how they are emotionally, whereas though, did they win their Super Bowl already by making it out of the first round and getting to the second round?
I don't think so.
Or does this momentum continue to go, right?
So.
Yeah, I think they're too well coached to even think like that, right?
Shout out to Charles, man. Good point too, though, Charles.
Yeah, I think that I think they'll come well prepared. I think that
Nate McMillan is a good coach, though.
He's a great coach. Like we're not even looking at the coaching matchup between him and Doc. Like we're looking at the player matchup and stuff like that. But the coaching matchup with the how they play this series is going to be amazing. Two black coaches, probably kind of at the, I wouldn't say at the peak, but still in their prime in terms of coaching. So I think it's going to be a great series. Hopefully Embiid can give us 20, 25 minutes. Just hit us with some jumpers, man. Don't do nothing crazy. I think
don't fall. That's it. Stay off the ground, bro.
Stay off the ground.
Yeah, man. I said that.
And let Mad Max. I like that. Tyrese
Mad
Max.
Mad Max. That's a good name. Yeah, he definitely had it. He definitely showed up, man.
Yeah, he did.
Hopefully, Shake Milton can kind of get it going too.
Hopefully, Shake stay on the bench.
Right.
We're gonna need all that, man. We're gonna need.
His IQ this year, Brett Brown must have gave him a whole lot of confidence. He must have told him to just go. This year, he's been trash. Like his IQ, like even last, he had like 2 turnovers back to back off of dumb shit. I'm like, bro, like use your head. Yeah, he's not doing good at all. Like,
yeah, I keep him iced up, bro, until he come in and
he riding the pine. I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, for sure. So let's keep with the basketball talk. Let's keep what we're going here. I'll go to you, B Diddy. Give me some, just for the people that's still here, still watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I see y'all out there. What's some keys you do when you do live betting? So that was what one of the kind of the name of the show was. You have your bets in, or you're running a heater, or not even running a heater. You're just doing good. You miss the start of the game. You miss the tip off, right? What do you look at when you want to do in live betting? What are some keys that you're seeing that you use to make a good live in live bet for like NBA?
So for NBA, you're talking about particularly for NBA?
Particular NBA.
It depends on what you're looking to live bet, right? If you're looking to live bet player props, you obviously want to just start looking at the player, right? Seeing how he's going. Perfect example yesterday. I was able to get a good tip by watching the Lakers game and watching Davis, hobble around in that first 20 seconds. So for me, if I'm seeing that live line still there, because usually they'll drop those lines right off because they're watching the game too, right? Yeah. So Big is watching those games too. So usually they'll drop those lines right off if things are not right. And you just want to look at certain tells. Is a player locked in Is he on? Is he does he have momentum? Is he attacking? Right. Then you can start knowing, like, you can be like, okay, I can see this person at least getting up 15 shots tonight. He should hit X, Y, and Z a number. Right.
Yeah.
Or you can see how,
like B Diddy was saying, like another example would have been if you was watching the Nuggets game with Michael Porter Jr.
He went
He
off,
came
dog.
out, he came out
Firing.
firing. So if you see that, I
Green
think,
light.
and it's crazy because I think his line was threes was over 2.5.
which is high.
Yeah. So he hit that in the first 2 minutes.
Right.
So now if you live betting, like B Diddy said, if you paying attention, it probably would have went up to probably 3.5. When he hit 6 yesterday, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's 6. His 6.
So like you said, just pay attention to the players at a time, just how the game flow is going.
How the game flow.
It'll give you an idea of what I mean, he cooled off, but shit, he still exceeded everybody's. He exceeded his points, exceeded his 3 points, everything.
And another thing that I would take from that I took from that game, and a trick that I do is everything's about trends, right? So I saw they went to double overtime, and Joker and Lillard went off, but some of the role players didn't. So in my head, Lillard went for almost 50, or did he over 50?
He did. He go over 50.
He had 50,
over 50.
and I think Joker had almost like 40. So in my head,
I think he had like 36.
What's the odds of them doing that back to back, right? So Lillard is probably more the one who would do it back to back just because of just how he is. And then Joker, I mean, he solidified his MVP candidacy, I think, with that closeout game, right? That he's going to win the award. But at the same time, he had a big, third quarter, I think it was.
Thank you. Because I jumped on that too.
Yeah.
Don't forget the first quarter, he had 0 points.
Yeah, he was quiet in the beginning.
So your point,
he was in foul trouble. He was in foul trouble.
He's in foul trouble. That's why.
So in my head, when I saw those two, when I saw the first game and I saw that they went off, I'm like, hey, somebody else is going to have to score, because the odds of them scoring as much as they did in that double overtime is probably not going to happen. Not saying that it can't, right? They all go on heaters, they all make runs, but these are just little tricks and things that we all discuss, and we know that saying, hey, that somebody else is going to have to pick up the slack, because maybe they put in 36, 40 minutes. Maybe they come off cold, and like they did, they get hot later on, as the game go on. So they're passing more in the beginning, and it's kind of almost similar what they did. Porter got hot early, right? And then he started hitting, so they started feeding him. And then McCollum, we know he's a walking bucket. His percentage wasn't good, but I think he had almost 8 attempted threes by the half. So he was on the green light. You know what I mean? It was
he came off a bad game too.
Right, exactly. And shooters shoot, right? Yeah. Shooters are going to shoot. So those are just kind of some tricks and things that I look at as well, to make live bets. Steve, you got anything to add to the live betting, little tips?
I just piggybacked off of B Diddy already. Like, just like I said, like a prime example would have been like Porter yesterday. Just pay attention to the game flow.
Gotta pay attention to the game.
That shows a lot. Exactly. It shows you, and like I always tell Nate, basketball is always a game of runs. Like it's a game of runs. Regardless if you down 30, you gonna make a run, maybe 10. But you just got to kind of look at the game flow and see who it is that's hot right then, because they're going to keep feeding that hot hand if you up
or
if you down.
A score is never safe, yo. A score is never safe.
Yeah, for sure. Not in this NBA.
Yeah, we didn't see plenty times where people have been down over 20 and they lose, right? And then you be the one that be on that game, right?
So Nate, I did even catch another late. Like I said, you got to watch the games, because I did jump on Joker last night. On his live betting points when he had 0 and he was in foul trouble. Well, that was early in the first quarter, right? So I already know there's going to be adjustments in that game for him. One, already mentally knowing that he picked up the quick fouls. And then also I already knew that the refs were going to lighten up on Joker too, because they weren't going to foul out Joker, right?
Yeah.
So
he should have had 3.
At least 2 more, for sure. because he didn't stop his aggressiveness. He didn't.
No,
but they didn't call it though.
The one time he fouled Nurkic at the top of the
going
key,
down, yes, chopping down. But anyway, so guess what the number was? His point number was 19 and a half. I'm like Joker is getting over 20 in this game.
For sure.
So that for me was a steal. So I'm right there, 19 and a half. He ended up with like 36. He had 20 points in the third quarter. So for me, when you have an MVP guy that they're running their offense through, so he's going to get all the touches. He's able to put up as many shots as possible. I already knew when he had 0 points in the first quarter and that line dropped all the way down to 19 and a half. I'll die on that if he doesn't get over 9. If you don't get 20.
And he could bring the ball up, like you said. He has the ball in his hands.
Every offensive.
And the thing about it was he had 0, but he was missing point blank shots in the first quarter too.
Yep.
So he had a couple shots at the run that he usually makes, but he missed. So I mean, you knew he was going to get his. You definitely knew.
Yeah. So like here's an example. Like I'm looking at this Clippers Mavericks game, right? Tied up right now. Well, no, it's 85-84 Dallas, from what I can say. This is a thing that I typically like to do, and this is a nice little gem. I like to look at the scoring in the quarters. Usually they split them. You rarely see a team win 3-1 in terms of quarter scoring, right? You usually see them split. So right now, Dallas won the first quarter, right back, like you said, Steve, a game of runs. The Clippers won the second quarter, and then Dallas won the third quarter. Now it's tied up in the fourth quarter. The line is the Clippers are plus 1.5, which is would be rare for them to lose by just 1 point. It's minus 125. It's going to be a really close game. Vegas is telling me it's up in the air. The total is over
202.
202 and I think 202 and a half or 203 and a half. So, right now the game score is 7 minutes is a lot in a basketball game, right? So right now it's 84-85. So that means, Vegas is saying that this game is going to be like, close to 99, to 103, or 97 to 101. Those are the games that those are the scores that we're looking at. So if I'm looking at this game right now, I'm thinking elimination game. Kawhi's got 35. Pandemic P is struggling like normal when it's game time. We got Reggie Jackson doing work.
Yeah, I see him putting in work.
It looks like Hardaway is putting in work. Luka is a little off, 6 for 16. Hasn't hit a 3 all game. I like the Clippers here.
Don't tell me that, bro.
Don't
tell me that. I'd rather you just take the over, right? The over 202 and a half.
Clippers or the over. I like
just give me over 202 and a half. It's going to be close. It could be an overtime game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just seen them hit they went back and forth for three balls. Tim Hardaway hit a 3 and Reggie Jackson hit a 3.
Yeah.
I would probably go over here.
Yeah.
I might put that bet in over 202 and a half. What is it, 84?
84, 85 right now, from what I can see.
Right, so we're talking another 30, 33, 34 points?
Yeah, I like the over there. I actually like the over. I think the over is good. I think that's a good live bet. I think the live bet right now in this game is the over, for sure. I might put that in right now, actually. Shout out to John Manning. As y'all can see, he's a member of the 999 membership, when he's going to get some free plays on the weekend, Saturday to Sunday. Let me just reiterate all that. Let me bring this up. You know what I mean? Let me bring up where we got it. We got it up here somewhere. I know I saw it somewhere. Anyway, I can't find it. $9.99. You're going to get Fan Friday. You can jump on live with the guys. Just like John right here. You put a post up, we're going to immediately put it up. You're getting discounted merch from A2D Radio and MoneyPot Podcast. And, of course, you're getting bets from me, myself, B. Diddy, Steve-O, Renzo, and anybody else on the money team on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And then, man, can't wait. Wait till football season come around, dog.
That's
when the fire come.
Mm-hmm.
And then we even talk about fantasy.
Yeah,
some of the
for
boys
sure.
be on fantasy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
See, there it is, man. You know what I mean? $9.99 a month. You get amazing perks. It's gonna be crazy, man. And it'd be dope to have some fans on here, right? It'd be dope to come on here and have a fan, jump on with us and talk shop, man, talk bets and talk what they doing, man. So, all right. I want to get into a little. Usually we do a little halftime. We take a little break. We about that break mark anyway. We just to do a couple quick announcements. Obviously, we've been hitting y'all with the subscription membership is here. But the one thing I do want to talk about, man, and I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been following us, supporting us. We made our quota for the KB Power Mentoring Camp, which is crazy. Sending some kids up to an overnight camp on the weekend, and we were able to provide I want to say 2.5 sponsorships. So 2 full kids that might not be able to afford to go to the camp are now going to be able to afford the camp, and we'll be able to help with another half of the kid, another half quote unquote scholarship for the kid. And some of these kids ain't never been to an overnight camp. Some of these kids don't got sleeping bags. Some of these camps don't got flashlights. None of that stuff. Excuse me. To some of the stuff that we've been blessed to be able to have. So I want to thank everybody who gave a donation. I want to thank everybody who brought a MoneyPot T-shirt. I want to thank anybody who just even shared it or retweeted anything that I ever put out about the KB Power Mentoring group in Philadelphia, because that's one of the biggest things that we try to pride ourselves as doing is giving back to the community, giving back to the communities that me, B Diddy, Renzo, and Steve are all from, and just helping kids to see that there's different ways and different avenues that they have and they can be privy to outside of just the normal bullshit that that some of those kids that be going through in the inner cities, man. Because it really is it really is tough out there. It might not affect your circle, but you got to understand that there's other people that are really struggling out there, man. So
For sure.
I just want to say appreciate everybody out there for jumping on, and we definitely hit that quota and then surpassed the quota, which is amazing. So my hat is off to you guys for supporting us and helping us out with that. Like you said, the membership package is here. Saturday, tomorrow starts the play, starts the bets. Y'all get them. I got to get with Tom, man. I'm thinking like 11 o'clock ish is what I'm thinking. So we'll see what we can do with that, man. Let's get some comments. John here, another membership guy. Jesse, that's not true. MB can play on it as long as he can play with the pain. Yeah, I mean, I tore my meniscus, John, before. I tore my meniscus and I tore my ACL actually. And obviously I had a lot more damage to mine. And then I did it at a time when it was a year, it was a year of recovery. I think that Embiid should be able to play on it. He just can't play the way that he normally plays. Right? He's gonna have to change his game a little bit. You know what I mean? The way he dunks, the way he goes to the basket, he comes down heavy on his legs.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna have to do a little bit of, Dirk Nowitzki, little fadeaways, little one-legged fadeaways, stuff like that. So I think that he's gonna have to figure out how to play with that, and they're gonna probably put him on a minutes constriction. B Diddy, got anything to add to that?
No, I mean, I think, any injury like that, especially with the weight, people forget he's 7 foot plus. I'm sure he's well over 280. And, it's a lot of weight that's going down on the knees. Hopefully he can make that adjustment. But, he had a couple of days, about a week now to figure it out and test it. So hopefully we don't need him as much as we think we might need him. He might be more of an 18 guy than a 30-point guy.
Steve-O, you good? You had somebody running around the car?
No, what's funny was it just sounded like you was a robot when you was talking. So I left out and came back in.
Oh shit.
It really was talking like literally, like slow motion back in the day. sound?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
how it sounds. So I just exited on my own and came back in, which was hilarious. But
yeah. You're all good. You're all good. Go ahead, B Diddy. My bad.
No, I mean I think Jesse's just making a point. You know, what I mean, it's going to be tough. Can he work? Can he work through that pain? And ultimately, it's really when after tomorrow, or after Sunday's game, how is his recovery? Right, the swelling. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going to be the treatment and the rehab and the recovery? Is he going to be ready for game 2? Like, how much, will he have? And then, is it going to get any better?
what we
You gotta
talking
get what
about,
I'm saying?
Embiid?
Like, this is
Yeah,
only series 2. We still got 2 more series possible for us to be champions. So, it's really a tough battle, and it's only going to get harder after this series.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really a big question. Does he play it? Does he play hard this series? Do you play him a lot this series?
And
How?
you gotta win. You gotta play him as much as he's comfortable and the doctors
Yeah,
allow. If they saying his minute restriction is 25 minutes, then he playing 25 minutes. As long
yeah.
as he don't have no setbacks during
I think that's the key. Is setbacks
the
and recovery.
game, yeah. And like you said, and afterwards any setbacks during then. But I mean, if he good to go, then yeah, he playing.
Ooh,
I'm
Luka
not.
just hit a big 3.
who?
Luka just hit a big 3. They was about to let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
Yeah,
went
I
up.
mean,
Lakers went on a 7-0 run.
yeah. That over is solid.
yeah.
Ooh,
So I
turnover.
mean,
Here we go.
and B, you gotta hope and pray that he stays off the ground. Like, I don't know, they better put some knee pads on or something. Like, he gotta stay. He just keep falling all his life, man. He gotta stop.
Hmm.
All his life.
Yeah, all his life, bro. Look at him. All his years, he be falling off of dumb stuff, like, too. You be
Hmm.
like, come on, man, you big
Trying to sell a car like he a
Yeah,
guard.
yeah,
Nate, we know we had this
hmm
conversation, boy.
Yeah, facts.
I
He
agree.
forget that
I
he's
agree.
7 foot. He wants to play like he a guard. He's not a
He play
guard, bro.
he wanna try to draw the calls like James Harden, like,
Right?
and he's 7'2". Like, he got,
Like.
and
300.
he not that weight. He he not James Harden weight either. So you gotta stand, man. All of that weight coming down, you
Hmm.
falling, hitting that hardwood.
Gotta take care of your body. I think
They better put some knee pads on him.
Kenny Smith made a good point. He said the only reason really Joker's won this MVP because he's available. He's available, and B's not
That's a
available,
that's
and
a
that's
big
key,
part,
man.
a huge part,
Big part.
huge part.
Yeah. So
The
Yeah, you
best
gotta be
ability is
available.
gotta be
availability,
available.
man.
Yeah,
Hmm.
And like,
facts.
Yeah.
me and the guys, we talked, like, we was in a text. What was it? Maybe a month or so ago, and I remember Nate just like, nah, lock it up for the Sixers. When I think who went down, maybe Harden with that hamstring. I'm like, bro, we
Hmm.
just gotta understand that the Sixers are also a team where they superstars are injured often. So we gotta, hope and pray that the same thing don't happen to them, because they just they one of their superstars away from losing.
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. I hear you, bro. All right. So we talked about Ben. We talked about Embiid. We talked about Harris. We talked about the membership. We talked about the good things that the money team and the A2D family have done in terms of the mentoring camp. What y'all think about this whole Floyd and Logan Paul shit happening this weekend?
I'm not entertaining that. I don't entertain that.
Ain't
No,
nobody watching
seriously.
that shit. You don't want to watch it?
I just feel like I
I
don't
mean,
want
it's
to
something to
support
watch.
that bullshit.
Long as it's not interfering with a good game on Sunday. If it's a good game, I'm not watching that crap.
How much they charging?
It's not as much as a usually Floyd fight. I think it's like 50.
Yeah, mine is free.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't dare pay for that
I am
crap.
hype about this Manny Pacquiao Earl Spence though.
Yeah,
right.
I'm all over Earl Spence, baby.
yeah,
Let's
that
go.
other shit, man, is for
Yeah, I
the
That's
completely
in
bragging
with
Vegas
that.
too, right?
pride.
That's in Vegas,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's in
August.
August.
August 21st.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all can save me with this Logan YouTube
Yeah,
and
yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean.
it's WWF, WWE, all of that's what it is to me. That's
And good for those
exactly what it
guys,
is.
man. Them dudes are hustling, bro. They hustling.
Big hustlers
So
getting money.
that stuff he was talking with Mike Tyson that he feel like he untouchable now. He done ran through these people. I'm like, yo, this boy is crazy. Like you ain't fighting nobody.
But guess what?
Money.
You gotta understand too where he came from. He came from YouTube, correct? So
in the Disney Channel.
Right, he knows how to sell himself. So it's like, he know all of the annex that he gotta have, snatching Floyd hat and all. Like he knows all of that because
and then he got a tattoo.
All of that stuff sells. I'm selling. He's promoting himself. He's selling himself.
Kawhi.
He's smart as hell.
Kawhi just put him up 4.
He's smart as hell, dog. Like people don't give him enough credit.
It's just marketing, bro. He marketed himself well.
Yeah, he marketed himself to another 100 mil. Is what he's marketing himself to.
Crazy. Yep. Good for him, man. Way to hustle. Oh, you can't miss that layup.
I hope he get knocked out, though. I hope he get knocked
out. I gotta stress out of Game 7, y'all.
How much time left?
It's 2.5.
2.5. Yeah, about 2 minutes.
How much they up?
Clippers
92-88.
95-88.
95-88 now. Oh, Kawhi just hit this 3. Oh my God, he just hit that 3.
Yeah.
Kawhi is out here now. He just Did you see the last nine shots?
You see the face when he airballed it and Rondo gave
Rondo face. He looked at him like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, right. I love how Rondo be checking these balls, man.
He a vet. He can get away with it.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. So what's up? What else is in the fight game? I know there's a UFC fight coming up on Saturday. I think, like you said, Errol Spence and Pac-Man. That's a huge fight.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I think Fury and
Deontay Wilder.
Wilder got to fight again.
Yep, they got to fight.
Yeah, that's in July.
That's coming up real quick.
He was 3-1. Say that Fury was being a coward. He didn't want to run it back.
Fury going trashing.
Yeah,
I think Fury going to get him. Fury going to get him again.
You see Jesse Davis. I fight Floyd for $1 billion, $18 million. No problem. Yeah, me neither. I'm getting in the ring with Floyd too. No questions asked.
You ain't gonna get hurt. I mean, Floyd don't really knock nobody out.
And I feel like shit. I got a puncher's chance. If I hit him with one good hook,
you ain't gonna touch Floyd. Let's be honest.
You ain't gonna touch him.
I mean, you ain't gonna catch him. Right.
You gonna be hitting all air.
But if I was to catch him with one, you just never know. And that's how I feel about what is it, Paul? Like if he might catch him with one good one.
Nah, he ain't gonna touch Floyd.
We said the same thing about Conor. Conor wasn't gonna touch him, but Conor definitely was.
Conor touched him, but it didn't do nothing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of excuse me.
Yeah,
listen, I take that 18.
He gonna let it go at least 3 rounds just for the people to see. And he gonna tap his ass up. That's what's gonna happen. He gonna tap Logan Paul. He gonna jab Logan Paul to death.
Right.
And keep him up. He gonna keep Logan up.
Listen,
so he gonna try to make him quit.
He could jab me to death for $18 million.
That is a lot of money.
Look, man, listen. All right, after the day, look, I don't care. Guess what? I ain't fighting again.
Yeah. So let's do a quick before we get out of here, man. We got about 10.
Oh my God, Kawhi with another step back 3. He is on fire.
He's showing up finally.
It's over.
About to give him 50.
98-90.
About to give him 50. Preview of this Atlanta and Sixers game. Let's circle back to that. What you got? What you got in this series? Going 6? Going 7?
Which one?
I mean, it all depends on Embiid. To be honest, I can't. You can't really call it now. If Embiid play, I like the Sixers and 6. To be honest, like if he can play, I like them in maybe 5, 6.
Oh.
If he not playing, it's gonna be hard to call, man. Might go 7 without Embiid, but
right.
Yeah, it's just all contingent upon if he's gonna play.
Speaking of that, I got access to box seats. You want to talk about that offline?
Yeah, I'm down to see. I ain't never see Ice Tray. I'd like to see Ice Tray live.
Yeah,
just to kind of see his game in person.
My man hit me up, said he got some bot seats if we want to talk about it. So we can talk about it. What you got, B Diddy, man? Six, six?
Yeah, I said in six or seven, but I hope I'll get them in 6.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Steve. Right on with Embiid. It really is based on Embiid. If he can play, if he doesn't play, let's say they shut him down for the series and trying to see if he heals up. I think you're right. I think he can go 7 games. I really do.
Mhm.
I think he can really go 7 games, man. And before we get out of here, man, let's talk about this almost finals-esque matchup with
Brooklyn
the
and
Brooklyn,
Milwaukee.
the Nets and the Bucks. Right now, we'll give a quick preview. Right, we'll give a quick preview for the weekend because I like a play in this game here. We got the total at 239.5, and we got we got Brooklyn
Favorite
-4.
-4. Yeah, I'm all over -4. You can give me that all day.
All over Brooklyn showing up
Yeah, I'm all
right
over
at the gate.
Brooklyn -4. Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Oh no, I don't know.
And
I
they
don't
in
know.
Brooklyn, right? Yeah, they in Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, give me Brooklyn -4.
2-3, 2-3. 2-3 seeds.
Now
What you got?
I'm hoping my man James Harden get a chip. Man.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a battle. To tell you the truth, man. I think I like the +4.5. I ain't gonna hold you. It's not an official play, but I got a strong lead against you, Steve, on this one, unfortunately. But I hate to go against my brothers, but I just feel like these guys are
bullshit. As long as there's money on the line.
that too. But I think these dudes already knew they were going to be playing Brooklyn. I think they've been preparing for Brooklyn for the last week and a half, ultimately since they stopped that other game. So I think they'll be coming out ready to go. They know how important Game 1 is at Brooklyn is important. I listened to Giannis, and it seems like they're pretty much locked in. So I think I might take the +4.5.
How locked in? You got to stop 3 juggernaut scorers. That's it. That's big. And they could, like I was saying, they all score on every level at a high level. All 3 level scorers.
You got some good defenders though. Man, you got some really good defenders.
Who's James Harden is unguardable. Durant is unguardable. Now Giannis gonna have to stick Durant the whole series. And it's going to be hard for him to do it on both ends. If he got to run around with Durant all series, it's going to be tough for him to do it on both sides of the court. And like I said, who you putting on? Harden, Chris Middleton? Stop. Like you gonna have to throw different bodies at him. Like they're gonna have to throw bodies at him. But man, them dudes can go for 40 each. So it's just hard.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee you they all won't. I don't think even 2 of them will put 30 each in a game.
Oh man,
I like Milwaukee in this Game 1. I mean, at least +4.5.
Right.
I think
you said you don't think out of the whole series 2 of the Nets will have 30.
I don't think so. I think it'll be close. Like it'll be Durant have 36.
And then Durant walking 30.
That line opened up at 239, bro. So
yeah, I like that over too.
I mean, so you like the over? You gotta think that at least 2 of them, the Nets gonna get 30.
Yeah.
And what's the other series too? Denver, right? We got the other series, Denver and
Yeah, you're right.
Denver and Suns, baby. How about them Suns, baby? I'm gonna stay on my Suns, man. I'm gonna stay on my Suns.
You said the time was up, right? Yeah.
Oh, time's up.
No, almost. I was letting them go. Yeah, I was letting them go about them Suns.
About them Suns. Don't skip over the Suns.
They -4.5.
We heard you, man. Listen, man. Great call. Great call. I'm gonna send you a box of chocolate chip cookies.
They gonna beat them. I'm already past it. I'm past the Lakers series. Are they gonna beat Denver though? That's the question. We on Denver.
I don't know. I mean, they odds more the 8-1 now
to win a chip.
Win a trip.
Mm-hmm.
And they 2-1 favorite to win the series.
Yeah. Let me look.
They can. I mean, they got. Man, Devin Booker's a dog.
Yeah, yes.
Devin
He's
Booker.
a dog. I
So
mean,
let
but
me run
Jokic is a
through it real
dog
quick
too.
for y'all. So Milwaukee and Brooklyn series betting. Brooklyn is minus 200. Milwaukee is plus 160. Atlanta versus Philly. The Sixers are favorites minus 188. Atlanta is plus 152. And then Denver versus Phoenix. Phoenix is minus 215, while the Nuggets are plus 172. I actually like the Nuggets in that series, bro. I really do. I don't think it's counting how healthy Chris Paul is. If he's not,
He's never healthy, so it ain't
yeah,
that
he's
big
not.
of a
He's
deal.
never healthy. You know what I mean? So I
Right.
kind of like Denver in that series. I think Denver can shock them
And
game
not a
one.
lot expected out of Chris Paul. Like so.
Yeah. So we got the Bucks in 7. I like that. My man said I got They got the Nets in 5.
Who that? Jesse?
Jesse, your man Jesse
Jesse.
James.
Hey Jesse, man, I might be with you on that, good brother. Listen, Mark. Hey Jesse, mark my word, man. I see you got the membership, right? So here's the thing, man. I'm with you on that Nets in 5. Nets in 5, man. I send you a free MoneyPot shirt, man. On me.
I like that.
Yeah, on me, man. Just make sure you take a good picture, man. Shout us out in it, man. But if they win in 5, man, MoneyPot shirt on me, man. I'm with you on that.
I like that, man. And we got another one. Nets in 6. Man, on that Nets bandwagon. Brooklyn.
Bucks take game 1 though. Either Bucks take game 1 or plus 4.5.
Right.
I got.
Hey, shit, that shit dropped down. That's
I
plus
got the
3.5
Nets
right now.
beating the shit out of them. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, I
It's
heard that.
rehab. They got a lot of rehab. They had time to chill.
You talking about the Nets?
I'm about to say you talking about the Bucks
or the Bucks?
Bucks just got a sweep.
The Bucks got a sweep, but the
Bucks
Nets,
went to Cabo and back.
They lost one game. Like, but it's still good for them. The Nets only lost one game to the Celtics.
Okay, Bucks.
That was a 4-1 series. No, I'm just saying it still give them dudes like Harden. It gave him time for that hamstring to rehab, to relax. Like it's not like they going right into it. That's what I'm saying. Like with them, like, they hobbled a little bit. They KD, Harden, they fucking trip and fall away from being injured a couple more games. So that time off is crucial for them.
I think it's gonna be a physical series, and I think Milwaukee be ready to go. So
should be a hell of a series, man. We want to thank everybody who joined us for the late night. You know, it's getting late. My man Steve-O out in the car.
Right.
B Diddy back in the I don't even know where the hell you at.
He in the den. He in the Lions
den, right? And me just sitting in the living room, man. I want to thank everybody for joining. Thank everybody who supported us. Like I said, once again, I cannot express how much I appreciate y'all for supporting us on the KB Power and Mentoring Camp, man. We hit our goal, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow. Tell a friend to tell a motherfucking friend. Sign up for that membership. Plays are coming out this weekend. We got the plays lined up. We're ready to rock and roll. Ready to get this money and get on this bag, man. B Diddy, Steve-O, Moss Money, MoneyPot. We out.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, MoneyPot about to start. No, I'm coming, man. Yeah, grab your notepad, man, for real. I ain't down, fuck it, man, come on. Yeah, man, they be spitting shit, man. True. Yeah. MoneyPot, money talk. All they do is talk facts. Bird gang. All they do is talk stacks. 360 on the new view. Go run, tell the ad. 40-yard dash time. Moss Money Podcast time. S.co headline.